Yeah, that's how we roll today. I Talk TV Media Network. Welcome to the show. Uh-huh. Let's see how we get it going for you. Hmm. Got your own, I got my own. Yes. So why you telling me how to live my other life? Hmm. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. No. We're gonna get you this one going the Liberian way. Uh-huh. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Welcome to the show, Talk TV Media Network. Today is May 21st, 2022, here in the city of Tulsa. We're bringing you a live broadcast. Yeah, today is politics. A lot to talk about today. We are going to get you going. A lot to talk about. 1 hour full packed show. We have other guys coming, our colleagues will soon be joining us in as well on this show. Um, so share the link as much as you can. My name is Sam Gadu. I'm the CEO and host for today's show at Top TV Media Network. A lot of topics, interesting topics happening around the globe, happening around the world, happening in Liberia. We love to recap and bring you information of what you missed out on during the week, course of the week, because we realize a lot of you are working folks, working people, so you don't catch up with what's happening during the week because you are so busy working, just like any of us, just like me, So we thought it wise to bring you this show on Saturday to give you all the updates of what's happening around Liberia, around the US, around the world, because the world we live in is a global village. And anything that happens concerns all of us as people, as humans. So just to give you a little bit of headlines before we go to what we will be talking about today, we are going to give you a little bit of what's happening, and I would like to start on the war and what's happening in Ukraine. You know, Ukraine and um, Ukraine and Russia. These are some of the things. Uh, welcome, my brother. Welcome, the ambassador himself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, all right. So yeah, you met me in the middle of already show just started, but I'm trying to give updates of what's happening around the world before we get to the main topics for discussion today. Uh, I'm telling people about what's happening with Ukraine and Russia. You
Yeah,
know, the war is devastating. It's not pretty at all. So we see a lot of lives being lost. And those of us who have gone through war, as Liberia has experienced 14, almost 15 years of civil crisis, it wasn't pretty. Sometimes, I mean, it's not even sometimes, the memories and the videos and the pictures are there to be seen. The war is not good, period. So we see these guys, Russia and Ukraine at war, neighbors. They speak the same language. Some of them have interrelated marriages and they are killing each other.
yeah,
Politics, man, what do you think? Politics is playing a big role into this whole Russia and Ukraine stuff at the detriment of those who, you know, have no clue as to what's happening. From your
mm,
perspective as a human right advocate, you know, I
mhm.
mean, I can also already imagine how many crimes and heinous crimes that have been taking place over there that need to be brought to book to justice. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah,
yeah, because the
yeah,
people are suffering.
certainly, certainly. Yeah, I think the war on, I can say on Ukraine, uh, being orchestrated by Russia, it is in different, is in different dimension. Uh, politics, politics is there, and then somebody also trying to say that I am more powerful than any other person.
Right, right.
And then at the same time, somebody is also trying to say, well, you know what? Uh, I can do anything and get away with it because I'm a porcupine. You come closer to me, you're going to be disaster. And so this fight for supremacy as well is what getting us into what got us into that into the saga all the way there in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Ukraine war, including any war for that matter, to me, um, I I see it as unjust because I mean there's there's no need for you to go and kill somebody, take somebody life, destroy properties, uh, and get the whole country on its knees just because you want to prove a point. I don't think there's a need for that. And what we are seeing in Ukraine is purely an act of supremacy. Somebody just want to say, "I am supreme," and nobody can touch me. If you come here to touch me, you're gonna be in serious trouble. So Russia going to Ukraine, to me personally, I mean, it was wrong. It was not in good faith. And what I even envisaged when it got to the 11th hour, and they said, "Well, we're moving in." Same, I thought even I mean, it was just going to take something like 2 days, and they're going to conquer because we're talking about Russia, yeah, and we're talking about a tiny country and thing. I thought actually, but now everywhere that they wanted to actually conquer and take over would have been under their command, or the whole of Ukraine would have been.
But though, Max, one would say, Russians would say, once upon a time, when you look at a history, you realize that Ukraine and all those other neighboring countries were part of Russia. They were once part of Russia, and because of the Soviet Union fall, the Soviet fall, that could be someone's argument. That's how come those countries, got separated and stuff. So now Putin is coming back to take over, and run things his own way. And I don't know how successful he's going to be, but if he is going to be successful in either way, he's doing it at the detriment of so many lives, innocent lives, which we stand by. We don't, I would say, support. And NATO is coming in because the issue of NATO is making Putin uncomfortable because it
Yeah,
almost looks like if America, the way America, United States is set up, and you have someone foreign country coming to attack Canada, Mexico, next door, America feel threatened by that.
yeah, yeah,
And this is what's happening. I think this is what's happening when it comes to Russia. You have Finland, you have Ukraine, you have Poland, and all those other countries surrounding, and they are aligning themselves with NATO, and they see the Western power, America's trying to come in to handle this kind of stuff. They feel threatened by that because
yeah.
I think they solely blame America for this Soviet Union fall. So that is still in your heart. That is still against them, against the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, I mean, if Russia wasn't, I mean, if they never ever wanted for all of these nations that were a part of them yesterday to have gained independence, perhaps they would have maybe done what they needed to do. Just like the United Kingdom. United
Mhm.
Kingdom, I mean, before then, uh, they were, I mean, that's the Ireland. Ireland was one country until later the guys on the south, they say no, we want to be on our own. We want to be independent because uh especially that time Ireland as a Wales, England, and Scotland, they were together as the United Kingdom, and then they wanted now for Ireland to or Ireland to join them. But
Right,
then, yeah, when that came into being, uh, that led to Ireland being divided. So people that were on the north, they said, "Well, this is a good call. I think let's join since we are just very close. I only small water between us and be one." And then the guys on the south, they said, "Ah, no. I mean, we don't have to do this. If that is the case, then we can divide the country." And then they divided the country only because the other people say let's join and be part of the United Kingdom.
yeah,
And yesterday they divided, so they now is now with the United Kingdom, which is Northern Ireland. So uh, if these people decide tomorrow, like even the Scotland, which is now being discussed, politically, they want to get out of the United Kingdom. So if they want to, I don't think Britain should stop them anyway, or the rest of the other guys should stop them from going. They joined in yesterday willingly. So the same thing with Finland and
Poland,
all the
Russia, and
countries that are
Ukraine.
surrounded. Yeah, Ukraine, and thing. I mean,
Yeah,
yesterday they were part. Today, yes. I mean, later on they said, well, you know what, we want to be independent. We are our own. So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think Russia, to be honest, Russia should force the people to to annex them. It's completely wrong. It's wrong.
I think there's a big politics into that too. There's just like you mentioned earlier, a lot of politics, oil and money and all of that. But that takes
Yeah.
us. We're going to move away from that. Just to give our viewers out there, those of you watching, you're watching Talk TV Media Network. You can watch us online, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Just share the link to your friends on your different various platforms. Be a part of the show. We have a lot of topics to talk about today, so we're going to interchangeably flow from back and forth as well. We have a missing case, a person case, an official, someone who sacrificed to work for the National Election Commission. And as you can see on the screen, his name is Alfred Duno. This issue has been it's taking center stage in Liberia, and it's not being swiftly addressed by the government of Liberia. And so as a result, it's creeping because this is what's happening in the country. People go missing, and nothing comes out of it. That is scary. And if these kind of prominent or people stories are coming out of the country, it's not having a good image on the government.
Mm.
So you are aware of this case very well. You used to it. But let me before I pass the baton over to you for that. Let me read from our partners here, our friends, colleagues, from Page Africa that has a piece here concerning this case. That says Grand Jida Youth gave 72-hour ultimatum for the return of missing election magistrates' living body.
Mm.
Yeah. So just for the update, let me just read it. Youth hailing from Grand Jida County are calling on the government to bring to book perpetrators connected to the mysterious disappearance of the National Election Commission acting magistrate in Grand Jida County. The youth under the banner Putu United for Development and Academic Affairs also issued a 72-hour ultimatum to the leadership of the county to produce the living body of Alfred T. Duna, who has been missing about a month. Can you imagine that? Someone's missing, a magistrate, someone who works for the National Election Commission, just missing mysteriously. Nobody knows his whereabouts. People have been looking, you know, what is the government's involvement into this? If anybody could call the line and let us know, we appreciate, we'll let you through, speak to this if you have any idea, because that's a life. Every life matters. And that's why we're here as an independent network to shine the light to the dark world. So, Max, you tell me, this story kind of catch me up from your end when you were broadcasting this. What's the latest you have on it?
Well, Sam, I mean, it's just unfortunate that you know uh story like this, or a whole way or whole human being, will disappear like this. It's about a month now, and nobody can hear about him. Nobody can hear about any trace of him. This is unbelievable,
Yeah,
especially
it is.
given the fact that this is a country that we always proclaim ourselves to be a Christian nation, a religious nation or so, and these kind of things are going on, and we can't get any head or tail into it. It's frustrating. I've been in touch with the family, especially the elder brother of Alfred Jr., um, Reverend Jr., who actually, being very active in terms of trying to find out where his brother is up to this
Hmm.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
up to this point, uh, there's no clue. And even uh, the last time when they got in touch with us, what we did was to write the NEC, National Elections Commission, asking them to actually, lead the investigation, or begin to, kind of a way of pushing the Ministry of Justice to do something about finding Alfred, because
Right.
this is their employee. And if we turn it in the other way, this is their son. How will your son go missing for one, for a day? But normally, I mean, before you contact the authority for a missing person, they have to be after, at least 12 hours or so and above. In this case, up to now, there's nothing happening. And so the family are left. Up to now, they just left in limbo, and they are frustrated. They are hugely confused. They don't know what is going on. And Sam, I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that as well. Uh, I think there is more to this uh, than just a citizen getting missing. Yeah, because I don't we don't know, because I've been speaking to a few other people, and I get
Right.
different views
Right.
or so. This brother, you know, uh, last year, I think last year they had a by election there, which he's a prime, I mean, eye of the NEC for
NEC.
Grangida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Grangida. And I'm hearing that the manner in which he conducted himself doing as a direct eye for the National Elections Commission, many people didn't it didn't go down well with them. And I'm just explaining what I heard, and because of this, he has been in hot waters for a long time or so. But I mean, to hear that he got sick and then he was taken to sick bush, I mean, and then got missing.
What do you mean by sick bush? That's the
This is
whole thing that people don't understand. But my thing though, Max, is where is the role of the national election? What part have they played? This is one of their own. This is one of their workers, man.
it
Come on.
is yeah, it is. But that's why
Because
I
yeah, they
just told
could
you,
pressure the government and the law enforcement to take complete action on this thing.
that's it. That's what we wanted, and that's why we engaged. We told the brother that, look, you need to go before the National Elections Commission. You need to, also push them in a way that they have to say something, or they have to do something about your brother.
Right?
This is not fair, and that's why we saw them on last this on Friday. Not they on Friday. I think Thursday they were at the gate of the NEC there, trying to raise the profile of the case.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but even at that, at the end of it, they only told them that they should go home. The NEC is working along with the government to fund Alfred. But come on, man, Sam. I mean, 30 days.
Yeah, 30
Somebody who,
days, no trades, nothing of the kind.
yeah,
You know
and
what that means, you and I, especially coming from like Africa,
yeah,
so it's hard, it's saddening because a family has lost someone, a father, a husband, and he's an employee of the government,
yeah,
an
and
employee of the government, and we can't hear anything what major thing. And I hope that our lawmakers are listening and watching this because, and even our law enforcement officers,
of
police
course,
director,
yeah,
do something because this will bring disdain and tint the country's image. How
mhm,
long can we get out of this system of accountability when it comes to people getting missing? Investigation, the proper way. When there's a missing case, what happens? Or a
yeah,
death,
yeah, yeah,
suicide, what happens? Investigation taking place, proper, investigation that will lay to rest, the peace of mind for that person's relatives. I will only hope, I would not even hope or say, if I know the brother or the family or the wife, probably wishing, man, if they could just drop the body somewhere where we could find it or pick it and bury him in dignity.
After, I mean, it just a relative of his. Same thing they were telling me yesterday over the phone. Even if they can give the body of our brother, even if we can find his body, at least the children will be able to see his grave
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
They will be paying respect to the grave and
for
whatsoever.
real.
But I mean, there is no trace up to now, and whatsoever. And Sam, I mean, the Alfred's sister is in the state, and the last time she did a video, and she really, really, really cried out loudly, uh, begging, and then, also threatening as well, and say, "Look, I mean, I want my brother. If my brother is not found, I mean, there will be trouble." I have the video here. It's just about, I think, 2 minutes or so, and I thought whether we could share it with our audience, for them to just see how what pain the family are going through this sister. Let me just
Uh-huh.
play it. Just about 2 minutes. It's not that long
I wish you would
as
have
well.
sent it to me so that way I could upload it.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know why am I find it difficult. Let me send it to you. Yeah,
You
I
you, you
find it.
want to use your WhatsApp? Use your WhatsApp and send it. So maybe I could upload it.
Yeah,
So
I
I'll
think
be able to give it to
yeah,
you.
that would, or send it through messenger and see as well.
WhatsApp is easier for me to upload it because I could easily download. So just use
Yeah,
WhatsApp. But yeah, to you, our viewers out there, welcome to Talk TV Media Network. My name is Sam Gadu, and my contributor is Maxine, Ambassador Maxine Bakil there in the UK. Those of you watching us, share the link. We are an independent network. We do not owe any political alliance to anybody. We bring issues that concerns community and society. That is what we are. So we'll come back to that story. And what I want us a little bit to move on to has to do with the paramilitary groups in Lofa County, especially FOIA, that have been
yeah.
formed. And I touched on this issue the other day, just a little bit, but it is an issue that concerns the security of the nation. And I wanted to bring this group. These are militia groups that are not authorized by government. These are not police, you know, groups. A paramilitary, when you define the word paramilitary and look at the definition of that, then you'll realize that maybe we don't need to have. And where I see the danger is um, our dear Honorable Thomas Fowler is behind this in FOIA, and I put up some of the pictures of those people with CDC and stuff written. I foresee clashes and I foresee problem come 2023 because what's happening is what if UP goes ahead and create their own paramilitary group? CDC has done yes, and other political parties follow suit. And during the election, you know how heated election can be in Liberia. When these people meet, these militants, it's war, it's chaos. Even the police will not be able to direct or to control the situation. This is the recipe, this is a recipe for disaster. And I hope that these kind of things will be, addressed ahead of times, before election 2023. And I also see where the police director needs to come in because if these groups are formed and you have a police a number of police somewhere assigned somewhere and these people
Mhm.
walk out and can't do anything, a lot will not be done. And elections needs to be free and fair. 2023 election would be very heated, would be very challenging, as always. But this one is going because the sitting president wants to continue. Mr. Weir wants to continue,
Mhm.
and Honorable Joseph Boakai, ANC, and the other political parties as well, want to win. And so the deciding factor is the ballot box, right?
Yeah.
So how can we curtail that? Because at the end, we're going to have these paramilitary people. Probably they will be the one keeping surveillance and watching these polls, which is already uncalled for. What do you think?
Uh, um, you know when I when the pictures came up and somebody sent it to me from Foya, I saw my brothers, my sisters, my aunties, my uncles, standing up, dressed up in those khakis.
Yeah,
I was so disappointed. I felt so bad. I looked at those fake pictures for minutes, and I even have to even call one of my sisters in Foya because she's with CDC, and I
mm-hmm.
asked her, "Are you part of this group?" Then she said, "Oh no, I'm not. I'm not going to wear uniform." I said, "Okay. I hope you are not. The day I see you in that uniform, between us is over. Yeah, you can be with your CDC. That one we will continue. My family. I don't have problem with that because in the Western world, we don't have problem with that. Even a
Right.
husband and wife husband and wife can be in two different parties, and
That's
we
the
don't have
beauty.
problem.
That's the
Yes,
beauty of
we live.
politics.
Yeah, but in Africa, I know. I mean, by the time they get to know somebody, don't want to talk to you again. But the only way I wouldn't talk to you if I see you in those uniforms, forget it, ma. You must say no more. Oh no, I can't wear. I can't wear it. But look, Sam, it is disappointing, and then it is even more insulting to the people of Foya. And I don't even know where are the elders. Sam, when you and I, when we were coming up there, our senior brothers, they never misled us. Most of what they used to tell us is to just tell us, you have to take out your uniform, you're not going on the farm. They lead us. We go and work, and we produce what we need to eat and what can sponsor us to go to school. Today
Right.
it's no longer happening like that. And and I don't even know as to whether we have elderly people, what role are they playing in the life of these young people that are there right now. It is frustrating for me to see the youth of Foya being used again to continue to be messengers or so. That's why last time I did a video purely in Kisi, and I was addressing them. I say, you see, this is it. When you refuse, um, when you refuse the call to serve as a leader, you will always be messenger. Samuel Doe gave us leadership. We refused. Leadership is still knocking at our doors, and the people of Foya are refusing. So in a way, I mean, the Kisi people say, or we say that, you know, when they give you leadership and you refuse, then definitely that messenger job you got to continue doing. And
Right.
that what the people have seen it now in us. They say, well, the people they don't want leadership. Their children don't even want to go to school. So the only thing we can do to make them to tell them that we love them is let go according to how they're playing the music, and that's the music we're playing. By the time these guys then get on the ground, the next thing they are in front of their gates, they are minding their gates,
Mm-hmm.
they're washing their cars, they're telling them go buy this, go get this, and whatsoever. And because the people now have realized that they don't even ask for scholarship. They don't even ask. They want to. Some of them are in just finished high school, or so they're in 4 years. They don't even ask. Oh, you please help us with scholarship so we can go and learn trade. Vocational training schools are in Bonyama there or beyond. They're
Right.
not asking for this thing. So the people still think about it. The good thing is when we get to 4 years, you take someone at $20, you give it to somebody $20 US. They feel that plenty of money, and and then they go now they start behaving like how we see it. Look, Sam, this is not something that anybody will feel happy about, to see young people being misled like this. And I want to use this medium because yesterday our senior brother, Honorable Sakila Yumaling, was on the local radio in Monrovia. I listened to him, and I was called on our radio. I contributed to respond as well. Uh, our senior brother, who's the Fuya District 1 representative, came out and also threatened that, in fact, they are they are already en route to recruit 2,500, I think 2,500 militants for Lofa County. And they
Paramilitary.
yeah,
Who is doing that? Who the
the
honorable
UP, according
Sakala
to,
said that,
yeah.
or that
So,
is the CDC side.
no, I said Sakila Yumalin, the one that's saying that in retaliation, or to say, okay, you got yours, we got our too. So they said they are also recruiting for the whole of Lofa County, and they will
So
be in most
so
of the
you
district in every.
so you see what I'm talking. I'm not cutting you. You see what I'm talking about? What this will end up into
Oh yeah,
classes, and who's cut in the middle, brothers and sisters.
yeah,
You
that's it.
know, this
That's it.
is this is unacceptable. This is uncalled for if there are crisis in the future, these guys are the one causing this, and they should be brought
Yeah,
to book. And
certainly, certainly.
I hope that someone is listening, and someone will take precaution as to, what the dangers will bring,
Mm,
because
mm.
paramilitary are not government forces. The government has security. If you want to help maintain security, you join the government, join
Yeah,
the different aspects of the country's security apparatus, and be a part of it,
that's
as
it.
in creating something that has no constitutionality in whatever shape or form. But this is where I think leadership starts from the top as well. So if, if Dr. George Manawuya is listening, I think he needs to do something about this, because it will have an image on his term in government, time of ruling. So it's left with him, and
Uh,
that takes us, man, to the next topic. But before we even do that, I think I have this video up
okay.
for
Yeah,
Alfred.
Alfred, Alfred sister. Yeah.
Let me see
Okay.
for our viewing audience. So I think it's 2 minutes. We're just gonna play it for 2 minutes, and we'll take a break and come right back.
Whatever is his wife, you woman, go back to your fucking village. Make sure my brother is found. Or else, I'm not playing with you. I am not playing. I'm including you. You know something about it. You know something about his appearance. It cannot be in your town. It can fucking not be in your town. How? How? And where? What's happening? What is happening? Now us. Now us. Let him be found. Just where? Every one of you guys, go to the government. Every one of you guys in Liberia, let my brother be found. It's a fucking threat. Let him be found. I'm not fucking kidding. Because when you let the devil to get out of me, it will not be easy. Just say I'm fucking already rude. I will show the past rudeness in that country. Don't regret the rest of your life. I will be right in my house. It will be 113. I'm not joking. You don't see the wicked out of me, and you're not like it. Great Chile, let my brother Alfred Donald be fucking found. Let my brother Alfred Donald be fucking found. It's not gonna remain. Let me tell you, you're not take the soul. You take the soul. You take all the soul for our family. Not this one. Not that fucking one. Not that fucking one. And you just weird. Look, I used to love you, Joe. But they want we all right now. If you don't send your crew, if you not fucking send your crew in that fucking forest to find my brother, because he work in the fucking government. If you not find my brother, hey, I'm the most wicked to not family person
And that's it. Sorry to our viewers for the language, but we can relate the madness where it's coming from. A loss of a brother. That's the sister of Alfred, who lives here in the U.S. Angrily. It's been almost a month. They can't
Hmm.
find his brother, and this is a worker for the Liberian National Election Commission magistrate in Grand Jide, and he hasn't been found. So the sister is upset, and I mean, you can tell from what you just heard. I don't need to elaborate. Um, but for our viewers, sorry for the language. So yeah, we are going to I think take a break. Just play you a little bit. Propo. This is a propo government. Some people wonder why I played it because we don't literally hold no political alliance. So when we hit UP, we hit CDC, we hit this side, we hit the US. That's what makes us who we are because we don't belong on any side. We belong on the side of good, on the side of truth. This is all what we do, you know, uh, 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 for our viewing audience. Nowadays, it's hard to get news and information free and fair. So, the 21st day of March 2022, bringing you events happening around the world. Liberia, the world is a global village. All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the show again. We are not going to take that much of a break because time is always our biggest enemy when it comes to this show. We have few minutes to be out of here, less than 20 minutes. So I want to before we move on to the next topic, man. There's something that keeps pressing my mind that I really just want to throw on this show. A week ago we had a shooting in Buffalo, New York. At a supermarket
Yeah.
where I think you know about the story because it's worldwide. Where a supremacist, white supremacist, just got out there, thought it wise over the time, equipped himself, um, and just went into the supermarket and shot 13 people, 10 of them black people, blacks. The videos out there online, and we have seen all kinds of killings happening here in the U.S. when it comes to cops apprehending, people. And the questions that lingers is, I just feel I need to ask the audience. They don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. And we've seen how they apprehended this white boy. I'm not racist, but I ask if this boy was black, this boy who shot 10 black people, if he was black and he shot 10 white people, would he be alive today?
Hmm.
Would he be alive? And that's for you to answer, not on my show. That's before we get into that. But that is something to think about because he's alive. He had himself surrender and apprehended peacefully. Nothing happened, not a slap, whatever. But today, even the youngest victim from that shooting is being buried today. The youngest. This is America. This is the America we live in. Whether you believe the reality or not, cultural divide is still there.
Hmm.
Racism still exists. Hate still exists. Whether you like it, whether you believe it or not. That's the truth. But this is the question. So that takes me to the next one. You know, um, dual citizenship. And pretty soon we'll be having someone, a colleague of mine, who has been fighting behind the scene for this dual citizenship a lot when it comes to dual citizenship in Liberia. You know, where the House voted to amend the nationality law this week,
Hmm.
almost overwhelmingly, and I think only two abstain. I was able to watch that video, that event live, which is which leads me to believing Liberia is moving in the right direction, as in open the country
Hmm.
to the world. Because I'm a born, citizen of Liberia. If the scenario is, if I am an American citizen, and also I have children here who are Americans, and I want to move to Liberia, you know, those children, to me, for the fact that I'm born in Liberia and I lived here and have American children, why can the government have something in place, as in, if my children wants to become, Liberians, they have the opportunity to do that because the contacts, the business contacts, the entrepreneurial contacts they have with all of that, because now all of them that grow up here want to stay here.
Hmm.
They want to come back home and help develop the country. We see in the case of Ghana, this is what got Ghana so well developed today because they have that, right? But Liberia that we call the second United States country in Africa, you know, where people, everybody used to come before they come to America, they have to go through Liberia. Or we still use the US dollars the same way it's being used here in America. Two currencies. Why can't we have dual citizenship? And I'm grateful for the fact that these guys finally are having reason to prevail, to see where things are heading, that we're living in a different world now. What do you think of this whole dynamics that is unfolding when it comes to the dual citizenship?
Uh, Sam, this is something that uh, I have been part and parcel of as well. Uh, Twice I went to Liberia, even during the days of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We had a dedication, and I was from part of it from the UK, USA, and since then we've been lobbying with individual lawmakers, and then also collectively with them as well. And for me, in fact, I told that when it even started, it was brought up. I didn't even think that it was going to take, this long for it to
Mm-hmm.
have come to, yeah, for it to have come to reality. However, I think it's due to the fact that, we didn't rest. We engaged them daily. Even if I have gone on my own on a holiday, if I meet, a representative or a senator, I always remind them. I say you need to work on the dual citizenship. Uh, you got to follow other countries as well. But it's good that they have thought of it, and I don't have problem as well with uh, the the way it's been structured in terms of what we Liberians on the side, what position to serve in government. So these are something they haven't deeply gone inside anyway. Because
Mm,
first when they came out, they said, oh, there are certain positions you and I shouldn't hold, or we shouldn't even contest uh, in terms of wanting to serve your country politically. And
right.
some were arguing that normally when we leave from this side and we go uh, and something happened, this country on this side here will always want to, take supremacy over us and over us and say, well, this is our child. We can send him back, or we can send her back there. If you want to try or him, come and do it here. So they had those fears and things. But I think realizing now that whatever we put on their tables as well, they have come to realization that look, for majority of us, uh, it was not something that we just decided to leave Liberia, go to anywhere we find ourselves today, and just say, boom, we want the citizenship. We have to do it because we wanted to get, benefit out of it as well. And the benefit today, many of us now, is Liberia that enjoying it. But yeah,
Right. Right.
you investing in Liberia. Yeah, me here, I am, hugely investing in Liberia as well. So at the end of the day, if I have, like I was telling my stories yesterday on the radio. I tried to get student loans, three, 4 times. I couldn't get it, and not knowing that because they were refusing me student loans because I have not taken off their citizenship. The moment I took the citizenship, the following year I applied for student loan. I was giving student loans, and I educated myself. So there are a whole lot, that these are some of the stories we were telling them yesterday. That based upon this, you can't deny us citizenship.
And now who benefits out of that is Liberian.
Liberia,
Uh-huh,
Liberia is
Liberia.
benefiting.
You
I
know.
mean the remittance. The remittances that leave.
But
I mean
the thing is, the government needs to realize that it's about job creation, right? A lot
that's
of
it.
us are business owners, entrepreneurs, and we have partners, that we want to bring into the country, connections and contacts. But how can we do that if we have all of these laws that tie you down? That after you put $1 million down or 2 million, whatever, and then they come, pew, shut it down,
Mm,
and then you got nothing. You lose it all.
yeah,
So these are
yeah,
the things that open the economy up, free market enterprise to the world, and then you
that's
will
exactly.
realize that you, the government, you are not the only person who can employ. If you open, especially the free market system, the private sector, to compete, when it comes to business, the government benefits. Once there is no monopoly, no there's competition in business. If I have to look for one item and I know that 10 people have it in the town, who benefits? The buyer, the customer.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why these guys, the government needs to realize, open the business sector, especially to Liberians. There are Liberians that are qualified,
hmm
intelligent, smart, and they have
yeah,
the connections to bring businesses and contacts to do so much, into the country. But the government have to facilitate that process. The government initiated is to lay that path, for these things to take place. Without
yeah,
that, I mean, the country will struggle, the citizens will struggle, will suffer,
yeah,
and only the few, the elite, will enjoy, and how do you expect to call yourself a success when
mhm.
everybody else under you is begging? How is that success? How
No,
do you classify that as success? That is not success to me.
it's not.
Success
No,
is I'm doing well, you are doing well, or next person is doing well, and we're good. That's success, you know. So I mean,
indeed.
we don't have much time. I mean, I wanted
Yeah.
to touch on the CPP this week, especially with what's going on in the court at the Temple of Justice. With the testimonies that we've been having this week with Honorable Wakai and the rest of the crew, Alexander Cummings being there, and all these people, we've been watching them, the tale of the WhatsApp tale, all of that. I wanted to get into that, but I don't think time will allow us to do that.
No,
But
I'm
there's
a
something that I have got fascinated about this week when Serena Cephas was saying something that, my brother, CPP is like Jesus Christ in the Bible. You know, Jesus was running his own thing. The people brought Jesus to us, to Caiaphas, you know, to the government.
yeah.
They said he's not doing the right thing. And that his own people brought him. And you know, and all that stuff. Now, the Roman government already want to kill the man. They're finding ways to kill the man to finish with the man. Tell me about that. The Roman government will not get involved. So the CPP whole scenario saga is happening as like that of the story of Jesus in the Bible, wherein they brought one of their own. They brought one of their own, and now the government bringing all the politics inside. They want to destroy everything. They want to get inside and destroy, and then not
That
doing
was,
it.
that was happening. That was happening. Yeah. And
Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah. That,
we thought, many people thought that this the matter is just a kind of oh yeah, accusation, counter accusation, and they will just go in court, and they will just be, I mean, after 2 3 hours the case is adjudicated. But it's not so. It's deeper than what many of us are seeing at the surface
it
as
is.
well.
It is.
So I
It's
mean,
far deeper, and the government is playing, Judge. The president is smiling, happy. You know, the opponent. You know, they're like, yeah, we are about to crucify them.
that's
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
they brought themselves so they can be crucified. Let's crucify them.
exactly. So
You know, so that's kind of what's happening because what is taking away the central message that they should have been airing by now. They should have been focusing on as a team for 2023. All of that distraction, you know, is there.
yeah,
And as a
yeah.
result, you know, I mean, someone told me that there are billboards in town now, even though it's not election time, that people, one or two people see Judge, we are billboards, which is, you know, unfair and unconstitutional because election has not been declared.
No,
You know,
it is.
and that's another area where the NEC comes in.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think that these are some of the issues that we have to start flagging out. We started that when we saw a couple of polls somewhere in Synco on the
right?
on this
Yeah,
this
think of
cemented polls, and put the 2023 Judge we are and thing. And we wrote the National Elections Commission. We told them that, oh, this is not right. This is illegal as far as the electioneering activities is concerned in Liberia
mhm.
constitutionally. I mean, it is wrong. You can't, we don't do elections 1 year before the election. So, but it's just unfortunate, Sam, that the institution is there, but it's dead. It's dead. And
Exactly. It's just an
this,
institution. And
yeah, this
our
is,
prayer from this network, Max, is that God will send someone who will have the love of country, who will run the country. Even if it is God's approval to give a second term to Judge Weir, that he will do his best. You know, if it is not him, whoever that he picked, God himself picked 2023. My prayer is that that person will be someone who loves the country to the point
mm,
that he wants to see success, that to the point where he wants to see the country rise up
yeah,
and become that beacon of hope in the community of nations once again.
yeah,
That is my
yeah,
prayer. It's not all, I'm not being swayed away by political rhetoric and stuff. You know, this, that, who is this, who is that. It is someone who has the love of country,
yeah, indeed.
leadership. You know, if it is God's will that, you know, the sitting president should be there for the next, you know, term, that you can't dispute that. But my prayer is if it is him, let God open his eyes to the
Yeah,
plight of the Liberian people, to what's happening, to the opportunities that are to be. If it is not him and God is bringing in someone, is ushering in someone new, let that person be handpicked by God. That's my prayer. You know, from
amen
this,
to that.
Yeah. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the time is up.
Thank you.
My brother, your parting words, man. Anything you want to say?
Well, I just want to say thanks again for the opportunity, and it's great that you have this platform to talk, especially to talk exclusively about Mama Liberia and to raise the profile of those issues that are nearest to our hearts. Thank you, and anytime I'm available, and will come and make contribution here. Thanks to all of our listeners, those are followed today, and those I'll be following day after the broadcast as well. We want to say, may God bless you, may God bless Liberia.
Thank you, my brother. It is an honor to always have you on the show. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
to you, our listening audience, this is how we roll here out of here today. Born to win. Everyone is born to win. That's what we believe in. Everyone is born to win. Born to win. Tomorrow will be the Talk TV Media Gospel Show here at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. Liberian time. So join us on this show wherever you are. Be a part. That will be 8 o'clock p.m. My man, you want to come? Discuss God with me tomorrow. I don't even know if you can go to church or you have
Okay. Yeah, Mazana come from when I come from church. We grew up in the church.
So that's
I
what
will
I'm talking about, man.
monitor. I will follow tomorrow.
Every Sunday, we do it at 2 p.m. here on the show, bringing you the best in gospel listening. And we are, as we're working behind the scene to be able to bring a lot of awesome personalities on the show that will talk to us, to our audience, in areas that are so beneficial, like healthcare, business, music. We want to be able to promote Liberian music, artists around the world. So I want to talk about business in Liberia. I want to talk about how to start a big business, how to begin, how you make profit in business, all of that. We want to talk about healthcare, the things that you need to do to be healthy, what you need to do to eat, to eat right. Healthcare in Liberia, the challenges. We want to be able to bring all of that to you on this platform. So share us, like us, follow us, and be a part. As I take leave, special shout out to all those who are celebrating their birthdays this week. Not only this week, for this month of May, and also those who are graduating, all the graduates. I say kudos, congratulations to you all of our sons and daughters that are graduating from high school. Schools are closing here in the U.S., so congratulations to all of you. On a sad note, I want to say condolences to my big brother, Dr. Emmanuel Tamba, who lost his mother-in-law this week. We say Nomaya, the Liberian way. Nomaya, big brother. Our prayers are with you and the entire family, especially sister and wife Louis Tamba,
Wisdom.
whose mother passed away this week. Uh, our condolences to you, and we pray that the Lord will sustain you all. Until then, this is how we take leave of the show. Yeah, I Talk TV Media Network. In the background, reporting has been Sam Gadu, and my co-host, the ambassador himself. Thank you, and have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.